line so you can join in the conversation. And as we analyze, let your messages start coming in. Don't forget the word first come, first served. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) has reacted to the Federal High Court's nullification of its November 2025 National Convention in Ibadan, Oyo State, saying there is no cause for alarm. The Federal High Court had on Friday, January 30, nullified the convention and barred Kabiru Turaki and other party leaders from acting as its national officers. Reacting to the ruling, the PDP insisted its leadership remained legally intact. In a statement released shortly after the ruling, the party's national publicity secretary, Ini Ememebong, right, Doctor? Do I get it? Ememebong, okay, said the PDP had instructed its lawyers to immediately file an appeal and pursue all necessary legal actions. He said, "We are aware of the judgments of the Federal High Court Ibadan delivered this morning, which essentially declined to grant the order of mandamus sought on the ground that doing so would, in the court's view, amount to sitting on appeal over judgment of courts of coordinate jurisdiction." He further said, "We have accordingly briefed our lawyers to immediately file an appeal and to take all further legal steps necessary to advance our argument and firmly protect our position on this matter." The statement read, he said the party urged its members to remain steadfast, assuring that the rebel movement remains firmly on course. Doctor, what's your take on this story?
Well, it is expected. It shouldn't be surprised to anybody who understands Nigeria and politics. It is a game that the APC, Nyesom Wike, the judiciary, and INEC are playing, that to make sure that Tinubu will not have a strong opposition come 2027. Because Nigeria courts have been contradicting themselves. Because it was a high court in Abuja that said that the Ibadan Convention will not hold. And a high court in Ibadan, it was Justice Omotosho that gave the ruling in Abuja that the Ibadan Convention will not hold and bar INEC from attending the convention. Then it was one justice under a thought of Ibadan High Court that said that the convention should go on. But the issue is this. And then I said that what is going to happen in Ibadan is a jamboree, because that INEC is going to obey the Abuja High Court because they are on the payroll of the presidency. So, and at the end of the day, INEC did not observe the convention. And anybody who has read the Electoral Act will know that any convention that INEC did not observe is null and void. Any convention that INEC did not observe is null and void, because INEC is the electoral body that's for all the political parties. So they are the supervisor of all the. So when INEC did not come to observe, it should have dawned on them that what they are doing is just a waste of time. And then I say that it's going to be a waste of time since INEC did not attend. So that was the reason for the ruling, because INEC did not attend the convention. But the court is also contradicting themselves, because about 12 days ago, a court in Abuja notified Samuel Anyanwu as National Secretary of PDP. But this new ruling now on Friday said that recognize caretaker committee of PDP is the one that Samuel Anyanwu is National Secretary. So you can see that how Nigeria judiciary is contradicting themselves. But it is not an accident. It is not a mistake. It is deliberate to make sure that this confusion continues till 2027, so that the PDP will be unable to present a presidential candidate. So that is what is really going on. So the Turaki faction have gone on appeal.
Yeah, do you think the appeal is going to succeed?
Even if it succeed, that Nyesom Wike own faction will go to the Supreme Court, and they will get judgment at the Supreme Court.
Wow.
And once they get judgment at the Supreme Court, the Turaki faction will not be able to present any presidential candidate. Understand? Because INEC does not recognize them. Then the Wike own faction will not present a presidential candidate because Wike is working for Boname Tinubu and cannot bring somebody who will help to divide Tinubu's vote. So under them, it is a script that both the judiciary, INEC, and APC are playing, thereby destroying our electoral system.
All right, if you're just joining us, this is Recap here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and here we take a look at stories that made headlines during the week. Yes, the first story we analyzed this evening says PDP reacts as Federal High Court nullifies Ibadan Convention. Now moving down to the second story. Before that, don't forget, by 5 o'clock, I'm going to open the studio line so you can join in the conversation. But for now, let your messages start coming in. The number to send in your messages is 08171756338. 08171756338. Now we're moving down to the second story this evening that says INEC recognizes Nenadi Usman-led LP after court order. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has recognized the Labour Party National Working Committee led by Nenadi Usman. INEC indicated that the move followed a court order mandating the Electoral Commission to do so. Checks on the INEC website as of Friday showed that the umpire has now listed Usman as the caretaker committee chairperson of the Labour Party. Other members of the NWC are Senator Darlington Wukocha, the National Secretary, Hamisu Santuraki, National Treasurer, Aisha Madije, National Financial Secretary, and Eric Ifere, the National Legal Advisor. The development adds another layer of intrigue to the battle for the leadership of the Labour Party, one of Nigeria's opposition political parties. Doctor, what's your thoughts on this story?
It is also part of the script, because the judgment removing Junior Saburi and removing Samuel Anyang came simultaneously. Both judgments were delivered within 24 hours and influenced by the APC. So what is happening now, just like the PDP own, it's just a script. So because they know that if the Nenadi faction of Labour Party did not is not recognized by INEC, the only alternative is to join ADC, and Tinubu and the APC don't want a strong coalition. They don't want all the people in the opposition that to go to ADC. So the only thing is to divide them. So by saying that INEC has now recognized the Nenadi Osman, so those who ordinarily would have wanted that to join ADC will say, well, we are recognized, therefore we will not go. We are recognized, therefore we will not go. Which should be stupidity on their own part, because the court that gave this judgment is court of first instance. Understand? There are still two layers of court. Now, Junior Sabure has indicated his interest to go to the appeal court. Understand?
Yeah.
And he may not get this judgment at the appeal court. Understand? Appeal Court may still give it to Nanadi Osman, just to be giving them false hope. Then when Abure now go to the Supreme, they will give it to him. By then, it will be too late for the Nanadi Osman faction of Labour Party to do anything. Understand? So this is a script. And I like what Andex Oti said yesterday. In a statement, he said for now he is in Labour Party, but nobody knows tomorrow. So that's a very cautious statement. Understand? Because if he makes any attempt of picking Labour Party governorship ticket in 2026, they will disqualify him. Because in the November 8th Anambra governorship election, it was the Abure faction that INEC recognized, not the Nanadi Osman faction. So the Nanadi faction have been given a false hope. Understand? INEC has recognized you, therefore don't join the coalition. So this is the game that is going on, that will make sure that that those in the opposition remain divided, to make it easy for the president.
Okay, if Obiora Ifo claimed that the Court of Appeal had in the past affirmed Abure's NWC as the authentic leadership of the party, and now he's stating that it's a clear contradiction of what the Supreme Court said.
Well, even though all of them are just a part of the problem with Nigeria, that's what before I said that Nigeria courts are contradicting itself. That's that Nigeria courts are contradicting itself. Thereby, one, destroying the judiciary and destroying the electoral system. Understand? Imagine High Court giving different judgments on a particular case. Understand? So it doesn't all go well for our judiciary. It is making a mockery of our judges. It is making our judges lose respect. When I was growing up, I used to respect judges a lot because they were respecting themselves. Understand? Respect is not on merit. Respect, it doesn't come by age. It doesn't come by position. It is on merit. And if you don't merit it, you will not get it. Just like me, I will not give it to you. Understand? So when I was growing up, I see judges the way I see Catholic bishops. Understand? I don't have respect for Pentecostal pastors or whatever. I see judges the way I see Catholic priests, Catholic bishop, decent. Understand me? But now everything has changed. Understand me? The judges are no more respecting themselves. That's why they are now giving judgments that lack justice.
All right, Doctor. Will this ruling actually exacerbate existing tensions within the Labour Party?
There's no tension in the Labour Party. What they are doing is just that to make sure that those that believe in Nanadi, Osman and faction stay in the party and don't join
the coalition.
ADC. Period.
Right, if you're just joining us, this is Recap here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and here we're taking a look at the stories that made headlines during the week. Yeah, we started a little bit late, so we're gonna be on a fast lane. So right now, let your messages start coming in. Don't forget, first come, first served. We just finished discussing two stories now, of which I'm gonna be reading out for those just joining us. The first story we looked at said PDP reacts as Federal High Court nullifies Ibadan Convention. The second story says INEC recognizes Nenadi Usman-led Labour Party after court order. Right now, we're going down to the third story this evening that says Farouk Aliyu made a statement that I'm going to be reading out right now. He said, if Nigerians feel so bad about Muslim ticket, let them vote for the party of their choice. I repeat, if Nigerians feel so bad about Muslim ticket, let them vote for party of their choice. And Farouk Aliyu made this statement. Farouk Aliyu, the chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, has weighed in, stressing that the decision is ultimately a political calculation and that the electorate will have the final say, urging Nigerians to focus on numbers and representation rather than speculating about religious imbalance. Aliyu explained that the choice of running mate rests squarely with the party and its candidate, highlighting that demographic realities should guide any political decision, emphasizing that both Muslim and Christian voters must have confidence that the government is impartial in its governance. In terms of the values, their governance, it's for the people to decide. What I'm saying is, I'm not the one saying, is Farouk that's saying, he said that it's then left for the people to decide. If you feel Muslim ticket, if the people of this country feel so bad about it, so be it. Let them vote for any party of their choice. He further explained that the northern region demographics make it practical for parties to select a Muslim candidate if the numbers dictate. Adding, in my opinion, the numbers will be looked at whether to fill in a Muslim or a Christian. I mean, the numbers are there to show. Whether in the northern part of the country there are more Muslims is absolutely without doubt. There are more Muslims in the northern part of the country, so any party can decide to either pick a Christian. But I mean, if it goes in terms of numbers, certainly there are more Muslims in the north, which means it would be best for the party to take a Muslim for the northern part of the country. Doctor, what's your thoughts on this story? Do you think since the Muslims are much more in the northern part, do you think there's going to be a Muslim ticket this time around, or are they still going to stick to the Muslim Christian?
Or the man don't even have conscience. He talked about religious imbalance. Is religious that's imbalance that's a good thing?
No.
It's religious. The ratio of Christians and Muslims in Nigeria is 50-50. Understand me? The ratio of Christians and Muslims in Nigeria is 50-50. Therefore, Nigeria is a secular state. We are not Arab nation. This is not Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, UAE. Understand me? So there's no reason for Muslim ticket. That's to start with. And in 2014, Tinubu rejected a Muslim ticket.
Yeah.
When he said that Buhari wanted that to pick him as his vice presidential candidate, he said no, that Muslim ticket will not be good for Nigeria. That was Tinubu in 2014. That's why they have that to go and pick Oshibajo to do what? Balance it. But the same Tinubu, what he said is not good in 2014, now become good for him in 2023. Have you seen the contradiction? So people can just say anything to win an election. People can just do anything to win an election. So, but the statement that Farouk made, which I agree with, if you feel so badly so bad about Muslim ticket,
then
vote for another party of your choice. Peter Nosike feels so bad about Muslim ticket. Understand me?
Yeah.
Peter Nosike feels so bad about Muslim ticket. There's no reason for Muslim ticket in Nigeria. This is the first time we are having a Muslim ticket in 60 years since our independence. And has it worked? The answer is no. What are we getting? Is Nigeria better off? No. In 2015, Nigeria was the biggest economy in Africa. According to CNN, Nigeria was the third fastest growing economy in the world. CNN. But in 2025, we are no more talking about the economy. We are not talking about that APC is the fastest growing party in Africa. Does party put food on our table? Or the answer is no. So the truth is that Nigeria is going backwards. Nigeria is going backward. Nigeria is discouraging a lot of people, and when you feel marginalized, when you feel that you are not important, when you feel that you are not being carried along, you will not bring out your best. So, as a Christian, I see Muslim ticket. What my mother will tell me that these people doesn't consider my religion important. So, if I have anything to offer to the country, I will not. Understand? I will not. And I feel millions of other Christians feel that way. But when you feel that your religion is represented there, not that you are in minority, as I said, it is 50-50. Christian Muslim ratio in Nigeria is 50-50. So there should be balance in governance.
All right, Doctor, does those statements made by Ali reflect a shift in societal attitudes towards religious diversity?
One, apart from the Christian genocide that has become that's now on the lips of everybody in the world, Tinubu would have done Muslim ticket in 2027. But now all eyes are on Nigeria. If Tinubu does it in 2027, it will be perceived as continuous persecution, domination, discrimination of Christians. So the handwriting is on the wall. He will not do it again.
Right, if you're just joining us, this is Recap here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and we are taking a look at the stories that made headlines during the week. We have discussed 3 stories now. Of course, I'm going to be reading them out again for those just joining us. PDP reacts as Federal High Court nullifies Ibadan Convention. The second story, INEC recognizes Nenadi Usman-led Labour Party after court order. The third story we just finished discussing this evening says, if Nigerians feel so bad about Muslim ticket, let them vote for the party of their choice. And the statement was made by Farouk Aliyu. Don't forget, by 5 o'clock, I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation and give us your thoughts on these stories that have been analyzed this evening. Don't forget to start sending in your messages. First come, first serve. That's the faithfulness. Not read my message. Now is the time for you to start sending in your messages so that I can read them first before the others. So now we're going down to the next story, which says Wike threatens to break stadium for political rallies if Rivers government denies him access. The crisis rocking Rivers State may take a violent dimension if the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, carries out his threat on breaking the stadium if the state government denied him access to hold any political rally. Wike on Friday warned that he and his supporters would forcefully access the Yakubu Gowon Stadium for their next rally if the Rivers State government continues to deny them entry, declaring that heaven will not fall if the facility is broken. Wow. He issued the warning in Port Harcourt during the inauguration of senatorial and local government coordinators of the Renewed Hope Ambassadors, an event organized in support of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration ahead of 2027 general elections. Wike said his group had formally applied to the state government for the use of the stadium but was denied access, describing the action as unprecedented. He said, "We applied to the state government to use the Yakubu Gowon Stadium and they refused. Next time, if we apply and they refuse again, we'll break it and nothing will happen." Doctor, what's your thoughts on this?
Wike should go and write the second book of Lamentation.
Second book of Moses.
No, he should go and write the second book of Lamentation.
Okay.
In 2023, Nelson Wike denied Atiku Abubakar that same stadium.
Wow.
In 2023, Nelson Wike denied Atiku Abubakar that same stadium. Atiku did not do his campaign in Rivers State because Nelson Wike denied him access to that. That's why we say that whatever goes round comes round. The evil that you promote today will one day come back to haunt you, and that's what is exactly happening. What he measured onto Atiku is now being measured to him, and I believe more will be measured to him. At the end of the day, all those people that he persecuted will be far better than him. All those people that he persecuted will be far better than him. He denied Atiku the stadium in 2023. Maybe he has forgotten, and he thought that Nigerians have short memories. We have forgotten. He says that they will break it and heaven will not fall.
Yeah.
Understand? But Atiku, being a gentleman, Atiku just left that stadium and went somewhere else. So when Nigerians are looking at characters in the country, understand, you will see where Nelson Wike belong and where Atiku belong. Understand? Because you have to show your enemy that you are not the same with him. And that's exactly what Atiku did. So for me, they should give him or the stadium to do whatever he wants. Understand? Because denying him that the stadium will put him and the managers of the stadium into the same shoe.
But doctor, do you think this threat of his he's actually going to carry it out if truly they don't allow him to make use of that stadium?
Have you taken 40-year-old whiskey before?
I haven't.
So if you be ready that to jump from 20-story building. Understand me? You'll be ready to jump because it will be giving you false confidence, false hope. Understand me? And that's what is pushing him.
Oh my God, doctor, can his threat be considered a breach of law and order? Because
that is what it is. That's what it is. But you have to show somebody that you are not the same with him. So that's why I say they should give him permission to use the stadium.
The stadium. All right. Do you think the River State government is going to do that? Because
I feel they would do it, and it is also better that they do it. Understand? Because people are watching everywhere. People are watching everywhere. Somebody should show Wike that he is far more matured than him.
Okay, doctor, I have one final question before we go down to the next story. How will this affect his influence within the APC and his relationship with the president, Tinubu?
No, that's this is that word in English, funding head over heels. So he just want to do everything to show Tinubu, I'm in support of you.
Oh, yeah.
Understand? Because they need to hope that ambassadors are APC members. That is an organization within APC headed by Hope Uzodinma of Imo State.
Right. Sorry, if you're joining us now, this is recap here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and here we'll bring in stories that made headlines during the week, of which we have analyzed some of the stories this evening. Of course, don't forget, by 5 o'clock I'm going to be opening the studio line so you can join in the conversation. But for those who's joining us that don't know what we're talking about, I'm going to be reading out the stories once again. The first story we analyzed this evening says PDP reacts as Federal High Court nullifies Ibadan Convention. The second story, INEC recognizes Nenadi Usman-led LP after court order. The third story, if Nigerians feel so bad about Muslim ticket, let them vote for party of their choice. And Farouk Aliyu made this statement. The fourth story we just finished analyzing this evening says Wike threatens to break stadium for political rallies if Rivers government denies him access. Dr. Breaking the stadium is not vandalizing government property.
It is, but you have to show somebody that you are more matured than him. Understand me? So that's why I say I said that they should give him the permission to use the stadium. But when he was a sitting governor, he denied Atiku Abubakar or the use of the stadium.
Okay, down to the next story. Omahi declares Southeast has no alternative than APC, urges massive registration. I'm going to repeat this. APC urges massive registration. Senator David Umahi, Minister of Works, has declared that the people of Southeast region has no political alternative than the All Progressives Congress as the nation approaches the 2027 election. He urged youths and stakeholders across the zone to embark on massive registration into the ruling party to secure the region's political future. Umahi made the call at his country residence in Omunaga, Uburu, Ohaozara local government area, Ebonyi State, where he addressed APC supporters and stakeholders following the party's primary victory of his son, Osborn Weze Umahi, as the party's chairmanship candidate for Ohaozara local government area. The minister described the APC as the only platform capable of delivering sustainable development, political inclusion, and national representation for the Southeast, warning that the region cannot afford to remain politically isolated. Dr. Dave Umahi has been making this statement over and over and over and over again, saying Southeast has no alternative than the APC, and this isn't the first time he's making this statement. Do you think it's
Chinua Achebe wrote in Things Fall Apart that the man whose kernel is being cracked by the gods feel that his kinsmen are stupid. Understand?
Yeah.
So he can say anything because he is the only senior minister in the whole of Southeast. Dave Umahi is the only senior minister in the whole of Southeast. Others are junior ministers. Bianca Ojukwu is a junior minister. Onyagocha of Abia is a junior minister. The one in Imo is a junior minister. Or the one in that's Anambra. That's Bianca Ojukwu. Mind you, APC removed a senior minister. That's Ohanenye in Enugu. Ohanenye was the Minister of Women Affairs. Understand? APC removed her, a senior minister. Instead of replacing her with another senior minister, they replaced her with a junior minister. Understand? So this is who he is talking about. One, I am not a card-carrying member of ADC or any other political party in the country. Understand? But I want to say, if any Igbo man that chooses APC has chosen devil. Any Igbo man that chooses APC to work with APC has chosen to work with devil. Because I have been saying this since 2014. When APC was formed in 2014, they had 42 interim executives. Let anybody go there and check those 42 executives in 2014. There's no Igbo son or daughter. So from day one, APC is an anti-Igbo party. From day one, APC was formed against the Igbos. Understand? And that is why Tinubu Buhari came on board and saying those that gave him what was that is mathematics, even though he got F9 in maths. So I'm not surprised. He said that those that gave him either 97% should not get the same thing with those that gave him 5%. Understand? So, and since then it has been like that up till now. They have been discriminating, they have been marginalizing, they have been mistreating Igbos up to today. As we speak, there are different laws for the Igbo people and different laws for the other part of the country. That's what a Yoruba man will say. DSS will look elsewhere. That's what a Hausa man will say. DSS will look elsewhere. But once an Igbo man says it, it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. Understand? So I'm telling Igbos, APC is a very bad choice. APC is the worst choice that any Igbo man can make. And any Igbo man who is in APC should have his DNA examined. Understand? Something must be wrong, because I'm an Igbo man. I know how Igbo people think. I know how Igbo people behave. Igbo people go for the best. We don't just vote because the person is our son or our daughter. We go for competence. We go for competence. In 1999, we voted Obasanjo. 2003, Buhari ran with Chuba Okadibu, and that's an illustrious Igbo man. But Igbo people, even though that their son had the opportunity of becoming vice president then, but Buhari is a loser. Igbo still voted for Obasanjo, abandoning Chuba Okadibu. 2007, Igbos voted for Shehu Omaru Musa Yaradua when Yaradua contested against what is name Buhari. That was 2007. That's 2011. Igbos voted for Jonathan instead of Buhari. Understand? Because we know that Buhari has no capacity to deliver on anything. Understand? 2015, Obama smuggled Buhari in. Understand? And it then proved that Igbos have been voting right from 1999 up to 2015 because Buhari messed up the economy. Understand me? Buhari messed up the economy. From number 1, Buhari took us to number 5. 2020 to 2019, Atiku Obi, Igbos voted Atiku Obi. 2023, Igbos voted Obi. So we always go for competence and not who you are. An instance, if tomorrow now Yemi Oshibajo and Oji Ozokano come to contest for vice presidency, I will vote Yemi Oshibajo. Understand me? Because what we need is competent people, not where they come from. So Igbos have a better alternative than APC. APC is continuing with suffering in the country. What has APC done for the people of the Southeast? Can you mention any project that they have done in the Southeast in the last 2 years? So Umahi is just defending his appointment, but the truth is that he is not in control of anybody. Ask anybody from Uburu. In 2023, as a sitting governor, he ran from his polling booth.
All right.
The youths, anybody from Uburu, let him call and prove me wrong. In 2023, as a sitting governor, he ran from his polling booth. The youths chased him out of the polling booth. 2023, as a sitting governor, even his family voted for P2B. His own family voted for P2B in 2023. So he's just talking for himself. He's not in control of anybody.
All right. This is recap here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM for those just joining us. And oh my God, it's already 5 o'clock. Okay, we're gonna go on a short break, and after that, we're gonna analyze the final story briefly, and then we'll start receiving calls right here. Just stay with us.
The Lord's Chosen Charismatic Revival Movement invites you to her great annual crusade titled From Sorrow to Joy. Date Saturday 7th and Sunday 8th February 2026. Venue The Lord's Chosen Charismatic Revival Movement along Oshodi Apapa Expressway by Jesha Bus Stop at Moadofi, Lagos, Nigeria. Time 8 a.m. daily. Ministry live. The Anointed Servant of God, Pastor Lazarus Moka.
Go to the school of the blind. Look for those who are paralyzed. Look for backsliders. Look for sinners. Look for people who are going through sorrow and trouble.
Come with your friends and family. From sorrow to joy. Your time is now. Come and be blessed. Jesus is Lord.
If you want to be heard, stay here. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, 90.3 FM.
All right, welcome back. We're gonna be analyzing the final story, and then I'll start receiving the calls this evening. The final story says Soludo introduces attendance register in Anambra Market. Doctor, just analyze this story in just few words so that we'll start receiving the calls.
Soludo did what?
Introduces attendance register in Anambra Market. He introduced a mandatory attendance register for traders in all the markets across the state.
That's for me, or the way our educated people do things surprises me. What is his interest? These are private business owners. Understand? They are not civil servants. You have not introduced an attendance registrar in your own ministries. Understand? Once you are concerned with the markets, okay, now the traders are private business owners. Even though I'm not in support of the compulsory sit at home.
Yeah, because that's what he was pointing at.
I don't like anything compulsory. Man is a free will animal. Understand? God give us that right to choose free will. So I'm against anything compulsion. So sit at home should be voluntary. Understand? That's number one. Then number two, sit at home has affected the Southeast economy a lot. Billions are being not wasted every time sit at home is observed. Understand? But the issue is this: these people are not civil servants. Understand?
Yeah,
you cannot come to me. You cannot now. I rented a shop. You did not give me money that to rent a shop. You are not coming that to tell me the day I will open and the day I will not open. It's none of your business.
So, Doctor, this closing, mandatory closing of the shops on Mondays that he's trying to lift, is it going to provide security measure? Like as he said it's going to bring additional security personnel, but is it really going to do that to protect these people that
most
comes out?
important thing, if those people closing shops, those people observing a sit at home are not happy, closing their businesses and staying at home, they survive on the money that they make daily. They are not civil servants, so when they are at home they are losing money. So they are not happy doing that, but why they are doing it is because there's no security. Understand me? If there's security, if there's protection, they will be coming to their shops. So before Soludo will begin to do this, he should first of all provide security for them. Because on Monday, anybody that comes out and something happened to him, Soludo should be held responsible. Understand? First of all, provide security because one day I watched one painful video in Enugu. Some boys were beating 2 primary 6 girls that were going to school with cane. Go back to your house. Go back to your house. Children going to school. Some boys were beating them to go back, and the governor of Enugu State will say, "No, sit at home." Why you have not provided security? So, if they want everybody to start going to their businesses, then he should provide security. Banks in Anambra observe sit at home. He has never mentioned any bank. He has not told the bank you must be opening on Monday. Understand? He had not told bank you'll be opening on Monday because he knows that it is powerful people that owns that banks. So, but the traders are children of nobody, so they can be treated anyhow. So for me, I'm not in support of the sit at home. I'm not in support of understand me. It is not good, especially making it compulsory.
Right.
If I want to I don't know that's the word that to use. Understand? If I have any reason to maybe to mourn or to honor Biafra, the funny heroes, it should be voluntary. Nobody should force me to do it. Understand? So Soludo has no power to say every trader must come to the market. So what of somebody who is sick? What of somebody who wants to go to Port Harcourt or to Aba to buy goods for his shop?
He even said he's going to shut down any bus station that does not adhere to the rules. Going to shut them down.
So let us see how it goes. But what is happening in Anambra is not leadership at all.
All right. If you're just joining us, this is Recap here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Yes, I know I'm supposed to open the studio line right now to start receiving calls. Well, really sorry. It was because of the little time we had. Yes, I'm going to be taking your calls right now. But first of all, I'm going to read out the stories once again for those just joining us to know what we really discussed this evening. The first story we looked at says PDP reacts as Federal High Court nullifies Ibadan Convention. The second, INEC recognizes Nenadi Usman-led LP after court order. The third, if Nigerians feel so bad about Muslim ticket, let them vote for party of their choice. And Farouk Aliyu made this statement. The fourth, Wike threatens to break stadium for political rallies if Rivers government denies him access. The fifth story, Umahi declares Southeast has no alternative than APC urges massive registration. And the final story we looked at this evening says Soludo introduces attendance register in Anambra Market. What is your thoughts on this story? This is time for you to call in and speak, but let your languages be civil. Please let your thoughts be civil. Please, no insults, and go straight to the point. Also, tell us your name and your location. And finally, please, when I pick your call, move away from your radio set. Ejo, I beg, Biko. Thank you very much. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. You can also call us via WhatsApp with number 08171756338. All right, who is my first caller this evening?
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Welcome. Your name and location?
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Mr. Bernard. I'm calling you from Nigeria.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, like as Doctor said, you can find a Mahi. So I want to tell the Easterners, the Igbos, the Biafrans, not to mind the Mahi. All these governors and the ministers that is not representing the Easterners, the people of the Igbos very well. I want to beg on Igbos not to mind them because they are not doing our deeds. They are not representing us. They don't have love for us. They're only collecting money from Abuja, doing all what they are doing, leading their families, growing their families. They are not thinking about any other Igbo ordinary man as maybe as they used to say it. So I want to plead with the Igbos, to their fans, not to mind people like him, people like Soludo, people like him, state governor, and so on and so on and so on and so. So we know them, and we will not dance on that. So we will not mind them, we will not value them because they do not value us. That's what I want to say to the Easterners.
Thank you so
That's
much.
what I want to say to the Easterners.
Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you so much for your thoughts this evening. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Please move away from your radio set.
Good evening, my name is Robert. I am calling you from Apapa.
Good evening.
I
Welcome.
greet, forgetting our gas name over there.
Dr. Peter
I greet you, sir. Good evening. My own thoughts about the issue we are discussing is that, you see, before I don't know how long we are going to continue to pretend in this country. Nigeria has been divided on ethnic and religious line. If Igbo man become president today, the North will go against that man. Some of, not all of them, no. You understand? Vice versa. So I don't know how long are we going to continue like this? How long? You understand? Nigeria is like 6 countries in one. Why can't we just go so that everybody will decide how they will rule themselves? It is better instead of killing this one is against this one, the religion is not good. If Awusama is feeling, the Muslim will not also support him, some Christian will not. Just let us, why can't we just go? And for Wike, honestly, I don't, for radio's sake, I don't want to use foul language, okay?
Please don't.
But I believe that whatever anybody is doing, a day will come that he will account for whatever I do. You see, this Fubara is the one that gave Wike all this thing. Imagine you even you are a minister, if you utter such a word to a sitting governor that if they don't give you access to that place, you are going to force yourself and break the place. Then you are a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that everybody is looking onto. Then what make of the person that you call yourself that make them to choose you as a minister? It's unfortunate. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling in this evening. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. What are your thoughts this evening? Hello, good evening. Good evening, welcome. Your name and location?
Okay, I'm in Mapunuku.
All right, go ahead, sir.
I give the doctor in the house.
Yeah, you good too. Yeah.
I think what's the name of that man in the Anambra State?
Soludo.
He has opened a card.
Yeah.
He should also go and get Otale. You know what is Otale?
Kane.
Yes, you go and get King. So that people who are even coming late, they should kneel them down and flog them. See, there is pupils in the classroom. You understand? You should buy King now. See, you don't get another work now. Teacher work you won't do. What do you mean that you are now opening register for? Are they your children? I don't understand these people that we are even. I don't know who voted that man for to become governor in that place. Anyway, like I told you last week, people like Umahi and Ojis Okano and all those people who are calling themselves leaders in the East, they are just there deceiving this president. They are deceiving the man. At the end of the day, they will collect the money from him and say, we will deliver the East. Let me tell you, Mr. President, nobody will vote. In fact, these people don't even have the capacity to tell the Easterners to vote for you. They don't have. So you are dealing with the very wrong set of one day there. Nobody will hear them because they are representing themselves and not no other person. That's why I will stop today.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in, Kanjelina. I still don't get this your name very, very well. I'm gonna be, practicing small. Okay, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Good evening, welcome. Your name and location.
Yes, my name is Joshua Pocky, former citizen of Nigeria, now retired.
Yeah, go ahead.
You see the case of Tinubu.
Ludo.
I want to tell him that if he had gone to bank before to collect loan and go through that stress, I don't think he would want to listen to the state governor or whatever to give him directive on what to do or when to open his shop. Now, so Wike said that we will break River State. I hope he still knows that there's still an ongoing investigation to the people that plan to overthrow the president. If the president can be overthrown, let him not think that he is uncatchable. No, some people feel that, like our people will say, no matter the size of an elephant, it does not exempt it from becoming a prey. So they should be careful. They should know that the evil spirits that they know, other people have their address and their phone number must have dealt with them. That's what I have to tell them.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
And in fact, Dr. Arnold Dickens, as in fact, you did not disappoint me in your look. But I expected you to be much obvious. I respect you, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much for calling. And the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening. Please move away from a radio set.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir. Your name and location.
Good evening, Facebook. Doctor, I'm a sick. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, he greets too.
My name is Chukuma from Elasa.
All right, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, Soludo should know that we Igbos are listening to him. And he should reason it well. If someone says I'm not going to market because of Nnamdi Kanu, because this started since 5 years ago or 4, if I'm not mistaken. Why is it now that he wants to force them? Did he want to just prove that he has power or what? See, on Monday, if the people say they're not going, so you go and break the market. What of Navy? What of Oka? What of other places? Is it only that main market that didn't come to market that Monday? Is it not only one Monday? Then you want to stop it for 5 days. The people can come to market on Sunday. Monday they will rest because of Nnamdi Kanu. as long as Nnamdi is in prison, all the Igbos are in prison, whether we like it or not. Nnamdi is talking about what they are doing to Igbos. I saw how people were killed, massacred, put in train, drive me to this thing. So look, if what Nnamdi is saying is to save Igbos, I saw the war. There's no salt to eat. They gave us 20 pounds. What is he talking about? Look, Soludo should know he's touching the spirit of Igbo that died during the war. I didn't go to school for 4 years, from 1966 to 70. But you are listening today. Please, if anybody, even if it's Obi of Onisha, you should go and talk to Soludo. What is all this? If bandits are being treated well in the north, with gun, with everything, somebody said I don't want to go and let me sit at home. Believe my man. If Soludo want to do something, why didn't you go and tell Tinubu that
please summarize.
Of Nnamdi, release him. I understood that he had a meeting in Enugu with some people, and they told him what to do, and then come to trouble Igbos.
Alright, sir.
For God's sake, let Soludo. You professors are causing problem in this country. We give election for people who don't have certificates.
Thank you so much.
I work with someone. What is his name? There's Sam Mbakwe. When he was asking for second bridge, 1980. Do you know that he was crying to Nigeria to build second bridge? They call him weeping governor. What are you talking about?
All right, sir. Thank you.
Is it not right to say that Nnamdi is fighting for Igbos? As long as Nnamdi is there, all Igbos are in prison. We don't know.
Sir, can you hear
Thank
me?
You.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for calling in. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Please let your contribution come in, short and brief. Just go straight to the point. And thank you very much as you comply to that. Don't forget to send in your messages. I'm going to be reading them out from here. Yes. Hello, good evening.
This is Robbie Connor from the Chief Dr. Anosike agreed.
Welcome.
Good evening.
Chief Anosike agreed, so I'm not going to talk if you don't greet me.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
But faithful, you are still faithful, I believe. You are very faithful to Anosike. I know. Dr. Anosike, you see, Soludo went to harass the traders with police and army. And if you listen very well when he was talking, you could hear the sound of tortoise on his waist. He was tying juju. He's afraid. There was tortoise noise. Very big tortoise he was carrying on his waist. Understand? Very big tortoise. The noise was heavy. I was hearing the noise of tortoise. Shows that there's no confidence on the security. He doesn't have confidence on security, and it's possible to go to the market.
How come you know it's? How come you know it's? How did you know it's tortoise that he's making noise?
There was big tortoise now. The tortoise was making noise now because it showed to show that he was carrying juju. And juju now, you can't go there without juju now. It's possible to come and open the market.
Oh, sir, but you're not sure.
Nothing like this, sure. Go and investigate. You are a journalist. Go for investigating journalism. For Umari, there was a day Chief Anosike was saying something, and you didn't remember. Do you know Godo? There's nothing he didn't do to bring the former vice president, to bring Shagari vice president down. He spoke Awasa. He did everything, thinking that they were going to love him, the Northerners. See, all the things we do, you cannot hate my father and love him. It's not possible. Let them continue to pretend. Let them continue to deceive themselves. After when he finishes his time, he will still go back to and begin to continue to do what he's supposed to do. Nobody is going to give him this. He thinks that after Tinubu, he's going to be the next president from the start. He's joking. Thank you very much.
Thank Thank you so much for calling in. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Please keep your languages civil. Please, please, and please. All right. It is time for you to speak. What is your thoughts on the stories that was analyzed this evening? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. Your name and location.
This is Mr. Sonny calling from Mushi. First time caller.
Oh, you are a first time caller. What's my bell?
Actually,
oh my God.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This meeting, Chicano speaker for me.
Yeah, he's greeting too.
Thank you. I love your station. I love both Darrington, both Esther, both Mr. Choose. Thank you. Let me go to the point.
All right.
Please, for Mr. Soludo, please, and for Manambara, what Mr. Soludo is doing is actually not good because the business is for individuals, not for government. But now, Tinubu is here, he's watching all those things, and Tinubu cannot say anything. When the problem starts, then they will say, they will send army to east to a number to go and fight marketers. Ordinary people, they are doing their own business peacefully, but now they are trying to bring havoc for them. So actually, it's not good. And for my, don't mind on my is due to me so that they will invest the money for Southeastern for 2027. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
Have a beautiful evening. Bye. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. You can also reach us via WhatsApp with the number 08171756338.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Please move away from a radio set, please, or you turn it off.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. Welcome. Your name and
good evening,
first.
Dr. Anosike.
Yes,
so, quick one. My name is Peter. I'm calling from Texas.
Oh, okay.
Quick one. If I decide that I will not open my shop for business on a particular day to stand in solidarity for somebody, is it a crime?
It's not. It's a decision.
That's just what I want to ask Soludo. Because these people decided that they will not open on Monday because they are in solidarity with somebody that is incarcerated for no reason. Now you now went and used military force. We are not practicing democracy in Nigeria, but decree. Because if it is democratic, Soludo will not do what he did. That's just what I want to say. And that's just what I want to say. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much and have a nice and beautiful evening. Thank you so much for calling in. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. But doctor, do you think these people that are observing this Monday sit at home, do you think they willingly,
whether they are observing or not observing, what they are doing is private businesses.
Okay.
You have the right to go to the market or stay at home. Understand me?
Yeah.
Government did not give you money to start your business. Understand me? You rented the shop with your own money. No incentive from the government. So you may do something on Sunday. Monday you are tired. To go there to work. You rest. Understand? These people are not civil servants. They are not under Soludo's payroll. So he should also send the attendant register to all the banks in Anambra State.
All right. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening. Thank you for holding on.
Faithfulness.
Welcome.
Faithfulness, good evening. How are you today?
Good evening. I'm fine, thank you.
Dr. Chief Peter Anosike. I don't know other titles that I should give you. Prophet Peter Anosike, please permit me.
Bishop.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
For the record of faithfulness, my name is Joval. Doctor, you don't have to call it prophet this evening. I want those who listen to this station, those who listen to you and with all the respect, there is ability to always listen. I have followed you a long time. You have made predictions and they have all been correct. This first news item today about Ibadan convention or whatever they call it, and the second news item about Labour Party. If these two news were put in a bet, whoever betted is a millionaire today. I remember vividly we were about to say that Ibadan convention would be a nullity, and it has become so. Doctor also said that Labour Party is working for Tinubu. It is clear now, everybody can see. So that makes me to be a genius. He left that place. So where is Dati Baba Ahmed with all that he's saying now? But Doctor, what scares me the most is that our judiciary is in a very big mess. If it has come to the stage where people can predict the judgment that will come from the judiciary in this country, and it is so, then there is nothing like democracy in Nigeria. When our judges started partying with politicians, attending birthday parties of politicians, that was when I knew it is finished. I don't want to talk too much about that. Now, let me go to our governor in Anambra State in the next 30 seconds. I'll be off here. See, Mr. Soludo, I will remove professor from you, with all due respect. I don't think being educated makes somebody to be confused. Being educated makes you to know the right thing to do and what you're doing. It was because of this Soludo that I made a comment here that generated issues. Look at what that man is doing. Please, Dr. Adosike, if you have the history at hand, you can tell the listener here, who was Soludo before Obasanjo made it CBN governor? That will tell anybody where Soludo is headed to. And for that, David Umahi State, Oga, stop deceiving Bola Tinubu. You cannot deliver any vote in the Southeast. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much for calling in. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. All right, I'm going to be reading out some of the WhatsApp messages while receiving calls as well. Yes, it is time for me to receive. To start reading out the message. First come, first served. All right. This is the first person. My name is Afunwadama Dr. Peter. Muslim ticket don't mean anything to me. Poor Nigerian need good governance. A good governor. There is another religion in Nigeria minus Christian, because any government have 2 national anthem and 2 naira notes. Tell me how the country will move forward. Afunwadama, thank you so much for your message this evening. Good evening, Faithfulness and Dr. Peter. Is Obi a magician? To move Nigeria forward is a collective effort. What is his pedigree? Oh my God. Wow. There are a few genuine governance critics in Nigeria. Many do it to gain attention and settlement. Anytime I see critics in Nigeria, I see hypocrisy. Okay, but you didn't mention your name. You did not mention your name. You just went straight. Okay. Hello, good evening. It was Saraki that fought against Muslim ticket, not Tinubu. Tinubu was ready to deputize Buhari, but Saraki fought against it. Hence, Tinubu decided to step down and was privileged to nominate a vice. He gave them 2 names, and Buhari chose the number 1 on the list, AB for Mekbe. Thank you so much for your message. Greetings to you, sister in the studio. My name is Faithfulness and Dr. Peter Nosike, Prince Ayatek from Arena Market. I reject the Muslim ticket. Chineke is saying go for people. Nigeria is not an Arabic country, therefore it should be 50-50. To start with, APC have failed woefully. Last time they promised renewed hope, but what we experience is the opposite. That is renewed suffering. Okay, and some of us right now are more wiser than in 2023. I will advise Mr. Peter Obi, for he is APC target, not to join Labour Party, because Mr. President's own judiciary and they will decide in his favor. For Mr. David Umahi saying that Southeast is APC, that is for him and his family members. We the Anambarian rejected APC outright. I concur with Dr. Peter Nosike about different laws in the country, especially Igbos who are marginalized. Whatever other tribes do and go scot-free, if Igbo man does it, he will be given life imprisonment. Prince Ayatek from Arena Market. Thank you so much for your message. Happy New Year to Faithfulness. Happy New Year to you too. And Dr. Nosike, some Turaki groups should just join ADC because the judiciary will put PDP to prolong confusion. Muslim ticket is not acceptable. APC should respect our gentleman agreement by not bringing same faith ticket, just as people are saying it is turn of the South. Wike has no right to break that stadium. He should respect the governor's decision. Dave Umahi is just after his own interest. Tinubu will not even win in Umahi polling booth. John from Ijaniki, thank you so much for your message. Okay, I agree with Dr. Anosike. Is a good analyst, and this is from Obilo. Obilo, thank you so much for your message. Good evening, VOP. Audio from Cement. I agree with Barris. Okay, it's not Barris, it's Dr. Anosike. Submission on all matters this evening. What Omai is saying clearly shows that they won't want to support their own son this coming election for the presidency. Since PDP is having issues now, people should move to ADC and stop this government APC from returning to power in 2027. Let there be electoral reform. Let there be adequate security. Let there be freedom to the voters, and see if APC will not leave office in 2027. APC is a good okay. Thank you so much, Audu from Cement, for your message. Good evening, Faithfulness and Doctor. Well done for the good work. On my own opinion, it would be better if Prof. Yemi Oshibajo and Peter Obi could come together for the post of president and vice president, or believe those guys have something good for Nigeria, not selfish interest. Emilius from Ikoton, thank you so much for your message. Good day. This is Dr. Peter, not Barrister Peter Anosike, and I am Faithfulness. Thank you. Biafra existed long before the name Nigeria was created. If those who named Nigeria had acknowledged this historical reality, there would have been no need for the ongoing struggle to prevent Biafra from having its own state. That is the root of the problem. Many Nigerian politicians have aligned themselves with various interests, and they often claim that these historical issues are the reason for the challenges the country faces today. Many Nigerian politicians have pledged allegiance to the colonial powers that gave the country the name Nigeria. This loyalty is part of the reasons the Nigerian struggle remains unsolved. They are unwilling to allow the people who existed long before the creation of Nigeria to determine their own part. I think I'm gonna stop there. Thank you so much for your message, though you didn't mention your name. Next time, please put your name and your location. Faithfulness, I want to ask those who are saying that Soludo should provide security for the traders. The question is, how are the traders protected on Tuesday to Saturday without any killing? Faithfulness is hypocrisy. Faithfulness, if someone rents a room in your house and closes it down for a year and only open it once in a year, do you know the damage he's doing to your building, even though he's paying for rent? According to Mr. Peter Anosike, any Igbo person that votes for APC, okay, I won't mention that other one. All right, this coming election is Igbo versus other tribes. Are you serious? Okay, but you didn't mention your name. Igbos are not fighting any other tribes. Doctor, am I right? Doctor? Okay. Yeah, said I'm right. The Easterners need to know that everything is not by agitation and violence. Okay, it's not barrister. It's Dr. Anosike has narrated it that there is nothing your citizens have in custody to fight the government. So they should look for a better way to dialogue with the governor where these things are going on, so as to fix the state and restore peace. Mr. Sam from Ijago, thank you so much for your message. Good evening. What security solution have Soludo provided to Anambarian? What have he done for the lives of the people that have been killed before because of the lack of security in Anambra? Or did he want people to come out and die in the numbers again? Ejima Chimbozom from Ago, Lagos. Thank you so much for your message. Hello. Please move away from the radio set. Thank you.
Yeah, I've done that.
Good evening.
Doctor, good evening.
All right,
and Ensues. Good evening.
Good evening.
Keeps calling from Raja.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. The action of the majority of these governors now is following the same trajectory. When we talk of the governors of Anambra State, and some things that are being done in Lagos State and some other states, and they are in their second time, and we're going to follow the trajectory of the federal, if this government is allowed to come back. I'm telling you the truth of the matter. They try to be a mentor because they don't have anything at stake again. And they they can come up with anything unimaginable. So it is just unfortunate, and that is why we have to desist from two particular things. One is we must try as much as possible to key to the program of INEC getting a victory in line with the rules for the election, and secondly, ethnicity, so that it will not look like it is a particular region that is canvassing against the government. So, but as it is now, and a particular region cannot, dislodge this tyrannic administration ongoing. I mean, so to say. So that is just my thought.
Thank you.
Things are not looking too good in the rising. I want to tell you, all our institutions are bastardized. You must know somebody. You must be a politician. There is no free and fair anywhere. No free lunch in the free time again in this country.
All right.
God bless you.
Thank you so much. Have a good evening this evening. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening. Please move away from the radio set.
Good evening,
Good evening. Welcome. Your name and location?
My name is Obina, calling from Edo.
All right, go ahead, sir.
The statement you make earlier, you make it. I want to fall down from my chair. You talk of glitch. We the Nigerians don't want to hear glitch any longer. You say you didn't start early because of the glitch, so we don't want to.
Sorry about that.
That is what put us where we are now.
Oh my God.
So what I want to say, which year election people are talking about? 2027.
2027 next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
It was done now. It had been done. The election have gone now. This 70,000 and 100,000 they are sharing, collecting PVC and NIN. What is it for? Not only in Lagos State. I beg you. People now leave Nigeria. We are captured nation, please. Thank you. Calling from Mexico.
Thank you so much. Doctor, you want to say something?
Well, the issue is somebody from Oshodi, who is a member of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, called me and told me that they are asking that their head is asking for their voters card, understand me, and NIN, so that it is mandatory.
Wow.
So, but so I don't really know the reason, but I don't like speculations. Understand? So, 2027 election is still far. Understand me? It is still far. Candidates have not been choosing. Campaign have not started. Understand? And it is not everybody who is alive today. Today is 31st of January. It's not everybody is alive in 31st of January will be alive at 31st of January 2027. So anything can happen. Understand? Anything can happen. So for me, I keep on saying election is still very, very open.
Okay.
Election is 100% open.
Right.
And 2023 election will not be the same with 2027 election.
Amen. Okay, good evening. But to be able to make the mesmerism of the APC and the Nigerian leadership in the Committee of Nations and to her people irrelevant as needed, so I feel Peter Obi's weight must not be wasted. It must be added to the acclaimed to win the so-called okay, the acclaimed all right. Tochukwu Adele Thompson from Obanikoro. Thank you so much for your message this evening. Good evening, Dr. Peter Nosik and Faithfulness. Okay, good evening to you. The APC government have done nothing but destroyed land since 2015. Dennis from Solere. Dennis, thank you so much for your message. Good evening, my people in the studio. Good evening to you. Charles from Ifako Ijaya Ogba. Charles, you're welcome. Soludo is APC and nothing good will ever come out from APC. I said it before. His second term election that he will make out of Anambra in the second term. All right. Thank you so much, Charles from Ifako, for your message. Oh my God. Andy is back. I thought you have gone for, what do we call it? Strike. All right, welcome, Andy. Greetings, lastborn. Now you would they call me lastborn. Thank you, Dr. Peter and the entire VOP family. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. It's nice seeing your message this evening. This is Andy from North Korea. It's been a while, so I just came to say hi. I'm listening to the discussion, but today I won't talk about the Nigeria issue. I'm just enjoying the show. Lastborn, your smile is doing too much. Okay, please smile more, small, no problem. And by the way, I'm tired of inviting you to North Korea. Now I'm waiting for your invite to Nigeria. I'm inviting you. Come back. Hope everyone is fine. Keep up the good work. Everyone is perfectly fine. Thank you so much for your message this evening, Andy. Good evening, VOP. Please help me beg Wike to take things easy. He is not God. Victor Inyang from Oworon Shoki. Victor, thank you so much for your message. Okay, this message is too much, but I'm gonna read this final one. Good evening, VOP. I want to ask, this unnecessary fruitful traveling of a president from day one, how many investors has come in to invest so far? Who want to invest in a country not secured, economic disaster, no rule of law, no power and infrastructure, the medical tourism? He has been touring to France, to UAE. Okay. You can't give what you don't have. Yeah, okay, it's a shame. The worst of us is truly the best of us. Truly, there was a country. Lekon from Lagos. Thank you so much for your message. Nigeria under APC. All right. Please tell us all Nigerians. Please let us all Nigerians unite against this government and its leadership in power to have peace in Nigeria. Billy from Ikotu. Thank you so much for your message. Good evening, VOP. They say Wahala they sleep, Yanga go wake up. Since when the people forfeit their business on Monday, did any of them went to Soludo for food? So what is this problem? Before long, he will order army to go and kill them. I hear say Wike run in Abuja on Tuesday. His turn will soon come. Mekona, okay. Ralph Collins from Ejibu. Thank you so much for your message. My name is Ikenna Gospel from Agor Palace Way. My own is that the approach the governor used in his people is not okay. Father always needs to be calm in approaching his children, not a hard way. And you call yourself a professor. This is democracy. Professor with a character is too bad. That is my take on this. I believe people in that market is not small people. That is international market. Ikenna, thank you so much for your message. In fact, I seriously blame all Christian leaders for allowing Muslim tickets in the first place in 2023 election. If they have resented against it vehemently by then, all these shenanigans wouldn't have been happening. Mr. Sam from Ijago, thank you so much for your message. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, welcome. Your name and location?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Bright. I'm calling from Alomosho.
All right, sir, go ahead.
I want to talk about Governor Soludo.
Okay.
Governor Soludo is forcing people to come out to open their market on Monday. He's forcing them to come out so that they will kill them. The people will come out the other time, come on Monday to open their shops, they don't kill them. When they massacre them, what thing Soludo do? He not do anything. So if he really mean what he's saying now, let him come out to town main market and put his office there and stay there with them at least 5 days in a week. He stay there with them. Then if they are going home, you will escort them one by one to their houses, because if it don't happen for market, it will happen for road for them. So the people, they are running for their life. Nobody no like money, but they are running for their life. They just take life like that. Make Soludo no push them to death. It's very wrong. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling in. Thank you so much for your thoughts and your take this evening. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Good evening, VOP. Governor Soludo should understand that the people of Anambra voted for him and not otherwise, so he should not go against their wish. Now, the Southeast is becoming relatively calm. Any other move against the wish of the people is trying to make the government ungovernable. The daily market revenue should not determine the safety of the citizens, and the one that is alive pays his taxes and not the dead. Let peace be paramount and not revenue generation. Canis from Agor. Thank you so much for your message. Good afternoon, VOP and my Igbo main man, Dr. Anosike 1. Please tell Dave Umahi that we have heard him on that day. We are waiting for him to come and carry us one by one in our houses. We can follow him because of his good leadership to the southeast. All right. Mumi Samuel from Ayobo. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello. I think you need to call us back. Yes, you need to call us back. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. All right, Mumi Samuel, I'm going to continue with your message, please. Okay, I think that is all the message you sent. Wow, you sent them. Wow, that's huge. All right, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. What's your take this evening on the stories that have been analyzed? Good evening, Faithfulness and Dr. Nosike in the studio. Doctor, very close. Not here, you see, people are donating their voters card for transactions. Doctor, campaign has already started and officially because INEC is helpless. APC is dependent on INEC and the judiciary. Mayor from Ikotuegwe, thank you so much for your message this evening. All right, I'm going to be reading out some of the messages on YouTube. Greetings to you, Dr. Peter Nosike, and my name is Faith Taufik. Thank you so much. You are right. Okay. Good afternoon, house, Dr. Peter. God bless you. From the truth, no Igbo man or woman born by Igbo women can vote for APC. Igbos is really political. We believe good governance. Igbo goes for the best, like Igbo made. Okay. So a tech engineer. All right. APC can bring good thing as a bad dragon. Thank you for your message. Soludo. Okay. Banco. Thank you so much for your message. And Dennis Walem, good evening. The call is 0700 903 903 903. What is your thought this evening concerning the stories that was analyzed? It is time for you to call in and give us your thoughts. Now, I think I'm going to be reading out some of the stories once again because I think some people are just coming in and they didn't know what we discussed this evening, so I'm going to be reading them out again. The first story we looked at says PDP react as Federal High Court nullifies Ibadan Convention, and this second story says INEC recognizes Nenadi Usman-led Labour Party after court order. The third story, Farouk Ali said, if Nigerians feel so bad about Muslim ticket, let them vote for party of their choice. The fourth, Wike threatens to break stadium for political rallies if Rivers government denies him access. The fifth story we looked at says Umahi declares Southeast has no alternative than the APC, urges massive registration. And the final story we looked at this evening says Soludo introduces attendance register in Anambra market. Our time is almost up. Yes, our time is almost up. So now I'm going to be taking the final call, but I think I lost this one that came in right now. I think I lost this one. All right, Doctor, I want to ask one question concerning the final story we looked at. Does this move indicate a shift in Soludo's approach to governance, prioritizing economic growth over dialogue with traders?
Well, for me, if he was talking about the economy of the state, he would not have closed down all the market for 5 days, because billions are going to be lost in the 5 days. So I don't know what he is thinking. They say that he's a professor of economics. But for me, I don't believe in paper knowledge. I believe in practical knowledge.
All right. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Obina calling from a company.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, David Umar is for own selfish interest, is not interest of party. Oh, ha. So God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. Okay, we're going to be wrapping it up here. I'm going to read these final messages and then we call it a day. There's something I don't really understand about this Anambra issues. Those that always come to attack the market on Monday only. Why is it that they have never come for once in any other days in the week? Can someone explain why it's mainly on Mondays? Mr. Sam from Ijegun. I think it's because Monday was mandated to be a sit-at-home day. So good afternoon, VOP and my main emo. Don't tell Dave Omai that we have heard. Okay, I think I've read that message before. Good evening, Faithfulness and Dr. Nosike. About the insecurities in Nigeria, why are that the GOs in Nigeria are keeping quiet concerning the genocide against Christians, while the Muslim leaders are busy defending their so-called Bandit and Boko as their brothers? Okay, Mayor from Mikoto, thank you so much for your message. I think we've come to the end of our show this evening. I want to use this opportunity to thank everyone that called in this evening. For those that sent in their messages, thank you so much for staying with us. For those listening to us right now, thank you very much. For the people watching us via YouTube, thank you so much for staying with us this evening. I am very, very delighted to have you here. Dr. Nosike, thank you so much for the wonderful analysis.
Thank you so much.
Right, I remain your host and my name is Faithfulness Wike. I'll see you next week, Saturday, and happy new month in advance. Don't forget to always be happy.